I imagine the next few side quests are going to be sad. I feel like they're going to be sad. We're going to talk to Byron.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Oh yeah,
From
things
what
are
little I
bad.
saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
That's
Certain
true.
cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together...
Oh man, we gonna make a new flag for Storm?
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
Oh man, that's
And
the
he's
guy in
agreed to help.
Demelkia.
On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but they
were fighting
was
Akashic at the
adamant
time.
that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not.
Yeah, I'll go take him on.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
Man, how do I get into the
Oh,
Randalar though?
Thank you, Clive.
Unless it's gonna tell. Yeah, how am I gonna get? I can't walk to Randalar. I can't go there. Okay, yeah, it wants me to walk up to it, and then it's gonna let me in, I guess.
Do you see that too?
Oh yeah, you can really see the crystal from here. Everybody's staring at it.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
Yeah, right close to Zemeckis. Man, I almost feel like going to Origin isn't gonna be like
Fly, Ambrosia.
the end immediately. Because I still need a few things for my room. I don't have a Jill side quest. There's gotta be some stuff that unlocks as I do these ones. That's the only thing I can think of. But, like, the number of side quests I have left and the number of things I need for my room don't match up.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Oh, man, are we stopped at the gates?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Oh, man, yeah, because he wants to see what I'm made of.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Oh, these guys have no clue.
Tighter!
Soil stone.
They have no clue. Who's casting healing magics? Get out of here with that garbage. Now, all of you get in a line.
You're finished.
Easy. Anytime there's someone curing people, I get upset. I get real upset about that kind of stuff. Because I feel like I'm wasting my abilities hitting the wrong
A
person.
little longer than I'd have liked.
I agree, Clive. I agree. It was a little longer than I would have liked.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
Man, this guy's playing a much bigger part than I thought he would
The end of this.
when we saw him at the very beginning of the game.
All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
My uncle.
So. And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
Yeah, it's gonna be my uncle.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very
Oh no,
well, my
it's
lord.
gonna be I think it's gonna be Otto.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Oh, Quentin. Interesting. That's not someone I was expecting. And I probably had to have had all of Quentin's side quests done to make this happen. I still can't help but feel I missed a side quest very early on in the game. I swear I saw one when I was running through an area, and then when I went back to the area, it wasn't there anymore. And I hope that, like, hasn't screwed me in, like, I won't get certain side quests because of it.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on, then. Propose.
We need you, Quentin.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
Yes.
Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far?
Oh, thank goodness.
They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if
Oh,
you didn't
I'm
do
glad they're
that,
talking sense into
who's to
Quentin.
say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
Yeah, we're working
My
on
uncle
fixing
will want
that.
to know that his plan is taking shape.
Gotta go speak back with Uncle Byron.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
That doesn't feel like the end of his
Uncle.
quest.
Assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
I don't remember
It
doing
was
that.
more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Oh, so that must have been another side quest I
Ah,
did
good to hear
earlier
it.
that I can't remember.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Okay, that's going to be the end. That's going to be the end of his quest going to the manor. Here we are. Rosfield Manor, sometime later.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen.
Man,
Perhaps
time
I
for
might
Quentin to
suggest
mediate.
An alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me.
Man,
Rutherford
Quentin just
spoke
solving the
fondly of
issue.
Great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
He'll figure it out.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
This one was just okay.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
I'm glad Uncle Byron has
This
something
is
to
the
do.
role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you.
Oh, man, no, that last line
I,
got me.
want you
That
to
last
keep this
line
signed
got me. It's
accord
pretty good.
as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
Him calling me Sir Crandall kind of got to me.
Thank you, Uncle.
Triunity Accord. Breath of Darkness, Heaven's Cloud. Reading table.
What do you think that thing is? And how the hell is Sid gonna do?
The distraction is what it is. Back to work. Okay, let's do Gav's quest next.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for
Oh,
it.
that's right.
I'm sure she
That's
liked
right.
that.
He's settling down with
In
Eda.
the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then.
Yeah, Gav's going to be a
What
dad.
exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself.
Is Ambrosia
only-
considered silver?
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose oar sits attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good
Okay, so
friend,
yeah,
Clive.
we're not considering
forget
Ambrosia
this.
one. To Martha's. Yeah, because they have the big chocobo stables
Let's hope
here.
one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo.
Oh.
Near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
We've got a few rooms going spare now.
Who else? Anyone in here have a quest marker on them? Oh, it wants me to speak specifically with merchants.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their
Yeah, because the North
bows.
Kingdom died.
If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Anyone around here? Aha!
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Okay, so
Silver
yeah.
chocobo.
I've had 2 people tell me to go check there. Man, so I know where 3 of those time trial towers are. And I think there's 7 of them in total. Ambrosia, let's go. Man, chat, you know what I could do with it right now? A pizza. I had to text my roommate. All right.
All right.
Let's not worry about these ones, Ambrosia. We're going down into the swamps.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
nope, going the wrong way. Ah, there's the little bridge. It was hiding from me. Haven't been over here in a hot minute. Definitely chocobo tracks.
More tracks. And these look fresh.
A little frenzied, too.
A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
And I'm gonna have to fight a silver chocobo, and I want to fight one. I want to be the chocobo's friend.
I don't hear anything.
But there's the feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh man, why do I feel like Ambrosia is going to be talking to it? Yeah, they look just like Ambrosia.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Oh yeah, I don't want those chocobos to be hurt. I want them to live happy little lives. I want there to be hundreds of silver chocobos everywhere.
It was no trouble at...
Oh man, the scout!
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this
Crystals
what I think
crack.
It is?
Oh, they have the best
How
ways
did
of
you
swearing.
find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is...
Yeah, I
you
didn't
managed
realize
to nick
Gav
us
was a
one of their
northerner.
pearls before they could run off. And now all that's left is
Like,
to
I guess I
fix it
should have
to the
realized that
carving.
by, like, him having a different accent from everyone.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh,
So
good
all
for
those long
him.
nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Good for
Don't
Ember.
speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Aw man, a silver chocobo pinned it.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Yeah, we should go visit her, seeing as I'm like one of the only other humans she's met. Think she's in the infirmary. I don't think I've checked on her since I've been back. Have I gotten anything from Taya? He might have a quest chilling for me. Oh, and a Yote quest. I've been waiting on a Yote quest.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
Oh,
did.
good for Gab.
It's
Good for
from
Gab
all of
getting
us
some
here at
kind
the
of
Hideaway.
strange
Your new
happy
family,
ending.
like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
And I can't help but feel I'm missing something. Oh, this is like an actual rendered cutscene.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon.
Oh man, get some Gav backstory.
I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister.
Oh man.
And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little...
Man, I didn't realize Gav had
his
so many
master
skeletons in the closet. Demons in the brain. I don't know.
You, or Sid, or
He got sad
Jill, or
stuff
even
going on.
Toggle.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
Give him some good words, Clive.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Aw, good for Gab. Good for Gab.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Oh, man. You just asked Gav to be the next Sid? Is that what just went down?
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
No, thank you, Gab.
I know.
Thank you for being a real homie. The Winter Mead.
Do you think they'll come back?
Oh, man. I think I just unlocked my final thing from the Whisper.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are.
Yeah, I just got the last thing from the Whisper. Man. Let's go see what this, Oh, Tortle's here with Joshua now. Let's go see what this, orchestration role is that we worked so hard to get. Oh, the Founder's Footsteps was already playing. Oh man, that one's scary. See, I have these 3 that were found in a treasure coffer somewhere. I'm gonna put it on our terms. Oh man. Time for the Joshua side quest.
Clive. Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
I feel like this is gonna be the one.
Nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
Oh,
His
snap.
will. How and where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father. I'm surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me? Of course.
Of course.
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do. Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Man, I could see myself getting 2 from these. 1 from my dad and 1 from Joshua. Oh, I'll probably get something for completing every hunt. I didn't even think of that.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith and that I hold for both of you, your father. Oh man, he wrote this right before Phoenix Gate.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke
Man, we've already kind of done that, though.
is the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
We've already been doing
He wished
those
to see
things.
men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Oh?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering his Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Where's the archive? I'm not actually sure where the archive is. Up here? Oh, I didn't realize there was a... Who are you?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
Should I recognize you?
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty. as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Yeah, what you got for me?
Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remained incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice.
Let's go claim these stones together.
And his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you.
Brother adventure.
What say you, Clive? What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
Oh man, gotta go take a hunt down with my old brother.
What say you, Joshua? What else?
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Yeah, I think I need some potions.
Are you buying or selling? A fine choice. Anything else?
Can teleport and get there faster. Ride there on old Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Because she was once Elwyn's chocobo.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
It's gonna be in the same place I fought that one hunt. Oh man, maybe I have to take out some hunts to unlock some of these. Oh no, it is in a different spot.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
On the ground. Showing my father what I've become. Got that nice parry in there.
Nice try.
Got him. Man, I was doing an attack called Kingslayer. That had me worried. Two Heartstones.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yeah, we took care of it. Twin Heartstones.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Give us a cool cutscene of them putting them on.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always
Aw,
be
man.
with you.
Thank you.
I would really like to see a
Lady
prequel
Goditha,
DLC where we play as the
remaining
dad
steadfast
and go north.
custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady.
That's where my brain...
There is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Good for her.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. for giving my service meaning.
The Founder's Grasp.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing.
That's what I need. That's what I need. I need that closing cutscene.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Man, I think these armbands might be equipable.
Come on, Clive.
That, or it's an item to sit in my room. Oh no, I can't equip it. It is quite a bit stronger than anything else I have. Second only to what's going to end up being the it's going to end up being the final one, the Ouroboros one. Where's my map? Yeah, I never noticed this cliff over here.
Let's go. Yeah!
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now.
Oh, I have been here
Mother
once.
was truly capable of.
By accident.
Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing
it's just back there.
Yeah, I came down here once. Didn't realize what was down here.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
Oh, man.
no matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back.
I'm glad they made this about the father.
Never stopped fighting.
Because he was such a cool character that was taken away so early in the game.
He was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may, that you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Man, I'm worried about a lot of this. Oh, man! He was there just for a moment.
We won't lay you down.
Oh, man. Oh, that was a great way to do that.
Onward, then. Onward.
That was a great way to do that.
And to a new beginning.
Rusted battle helm. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh, that's interesting. There is a new quest at the Hideaway. There is a new quest now. It's at the reading table. If this is Jill's quest, I think I want to do hunts before I do Jill's quest. Treasure hunt. What, you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ready god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in case I could bury one of my lesser inventions, goddess knows I've countless. Try unity. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did. For a better Valistia, the tri-unity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is that not the destination, but that we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her, so much so that she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebreaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. That's the beloved sons, the wages of fate. Is from Joshua. You remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominant sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. It is not what our father want. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Oh, man. Oh, and that's Jill's. Okay, we're going to go do these S-rank hunts. We're going to go do these S-rank hunts. Rusted Battle Helm. Tri-Unity Accord. Winter's Mead. Yeah, I'm missing 3. Missing 3. Where would I get them? One I'm going to get from Jill. I think one I might get from Hunts. Which is why I want to do these hunts. I think I have 3. Maybe I get one for beating the game? Okay, the masterless marauder. The Woloder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve. But this particular specimen's training had long since ceased. Whether its captors turned to Koshik with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by the pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there's none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. That might be in the prison? Few souls who were able to escape from Ash before the skies changed tell of pandemonium. The king of orcs, who led his fellow beastmen in revolt to Woloder rule. Those rebellion was swiftly crushed by King Barnabas' army. Many of the orcs who now roam the Twins, stating their appetite for human flesh, bear its markings, suggesting that he still commands his forces today. A caravan of traders crossing the Velcroy told me of this colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. I contested that it might not be but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. Okay, so that guy's in the Velcroy. Trying to think of places where it could possibly be. This northern Velcroy desert. I could see a hunt happening. There's a big area in which I could do a fight there.
Faster!
Yeah, I could see one coming from Hunt's. I could see one coming from Jill's quest.
Right.
And then one for beating the game. That feels like the... And I have to go through this town to get up here. All this sand.
Time to fight.
Definitely feels like there could be something out here. Not a hunt. I know there's a time trial out here. Nada. Could be out on the edge of there. Because Karova isn't considered the Velcroy.
All right.
The S ranks are usually in big open areas. Might be down. He could be down there. Finding the hunts is half the fun.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And I think there's definitely an S rank somewhere in Waloed because I haven't found one yet. Yeah, I think he might be up on this ridge. I'm seeing some tornadoes and some stuff. Nothing else in the game has brought us up on that ridge. And it's a big open area. That's him. That's him right there. Let's do it, Joshua. Well, I'm glad I grabbed Joshua because now he can help me with these hunts. The Gorgamira. He's probably level 50. Oh, he's only 45?
Stay close, Torval.
Got him. Got him. On the ground. Man, yeah, so of the S ranks I've fought, man, I keep messing up that counter because I'm not on the right icon. Got him staggered. But I think we've got him right here. Maybe a little more. I don't think we're staggering him again. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Seems I was right to. Falling off the face of the planet, that'll happen. That'll happen. Happens to me like twice a day. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Why is there more than one? Oh, jeez. He's getting angry. He's getting angry. Ooh, nailed that counter. Nailed that counter for a great finish. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, what's that put me at? 49? 48. Oh, there's an orichalcum from him.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Okay, we have 2 more S ranks hiding. I feel like one's got to be out here. Right there. That's where it's going to be. I think that's where this Orc King's going to be. We're doing... Your friendo called me and updated you on her relationship status. And she doesn't ever call me randomly unless she needs to rant. Do be like that sometimes. So we've done most of the side quests. The only side quest we have left is Jill's. And I decided I wanted to get these S-rank hunts done before I do Jill's side quest. It did appear once I had done everything else. So it was like the last one. But I'm missing 3... I'm missing 3 items from like my... my big... my room where I keep all my key items. And so my guess is that I might get one for doing all the hunts. I'm going to get one for Jill. And then I think the last one I probably get from beating the game. Because there's one that you do get from like just the main story earlier. And that was the first one we got. So it would make sense if the first one and the last one came together. From MSQ. I feel like that seems logical. But the only thing I haven't done is hunts, so I'm like, I hope I get one from hunts. And then the one from Jill. So we're finishing things up. Where are you at, my guy? I know you're here. Yeah, here he is. You got this guy and one more. Trying to figure out where the last one might be. I think I know. Pandemonium. Leader of the orcs.
Oh, look. It's the kid.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. He might take effort. He is no slouch. Oh, okay. His attack went away. I was worried for a second because he had that big attack. And I was like, hopefully I didn't just stagger him right where that thing's going to come down. Oh, no, don't stand in those. Don't stand in those. I don't like what you're doing, my guy. I don't like what you're doing. Gosh, I've staggered him twice and he's not even at half health. Which is crazy because he's only level 45. He is by no means the hardest hunt that I've fought. Oh, his attacks are getting crazier. His attacks are definitely getting crazier. Whoa, 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 whoa! This ought to knock him down. Problem is I'm using all my abilities just to knock him down. I end up not having anything to attack him with when he goes down. Get him, Joshua. Oh gosh, there's so many of them. There's so many of them.
Too slow.
Ooh! Ooh! Please, die! Finish him off! Woo! Woo! My finger hurts. My finger hurts a little. Ah, the stained loincloth. I've been looking for that for a hot minute. To the hideaway. We've got one more hunt, but I need that stained loincloth to make one of my pieces of equipment. My best piece of equipment. Oh, we got to stretch. Gotta stretch after the fighting. Oh. Ooh. And get some water.
What do you want?
Oh man, it's actually a. So the one that I got from.
That it?
So it's not necessarily the best item, depending on how you want to build yourself. Interesting. Because on this one, on the belt, the Ouroboros is better than everything. But this one, if I do the Founder's Grasp, it actually gives me more health over defense. It's only 18 health, though. So I'm not worried about it. I'll take the 3 defense. But that's cool that it's all like, oh, well, if you want to wear the one you got from the side quest with Joshua, we'll give you a incentive to wear it. She's not the one who has it, is it? Okay, what am I getting? I'm restocking on potions.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
So there have been a few A ranks that have appeared as we've been like doing S ranks and stuff. I've had those S ranks for a while. This last one though it's at the end of the list, I think. So it might be the only other level 50 S rank. And I think I know what it's going to end up being. Oh no, it's not at the end of the list. The Masterless Marauder. So there's 2 places I think it might be. I think it's definitely in Waloed. And I think it's either chilling in the Balmug Dark or it's chilling in the Great Southern Gate. I would be incredibly surprised if it's not in either of those 2 locations. But I fought a hunt in the Balmug Dark, so I think it's less likely to be there. It also could just be chilling out in this field. That could be it right there. Nope, that's an ogre. Okay, let's go check the 2 places I think it is. Because it would make a lot of sense for it to be in one of those places. Oh man, my PS5 does not like the Aether Floods. Oh, I've fought those ogres. I just was all like, oh, that's not what I'm looking for. So yeah, I did pull the U-turn. Right then and there.
Time to fight.
Akashic Plague.
Back to the stables, girl.
Well, let me take Ambrosia through here. Yeah, I could see him just chilling right here at the gate. So yeah, there's a whole army right here. It's ran into the door. Well, I thought maybe it was going to let me just take Ambrosia through. I thought maybe I was just gonna get the ride through. Get him, Joshua. So yeah, when I first came to this area, We just ran up to this gate. It didn't give us any reason to go down there. Which makes me think...
Fly, Ambrosia.
I'm not a chocobo abuser.
All right.
I thought Ambrosia could make it through. But anyways... Yeah, when I came to this area...
Time to fight.
There's like no reason to go down this direction. There's no quest that's brought me over here. There's no nothing. So it makes sense for a hunt. Makes sense for a hunt to be down here. An Akashic Lindworm? Whoa, okay. No, you're not getting away with that, my guy. You think you can just knock me off? Yeah, no, he's getting my full wrath. You want to talk about the chocobo abuser? This guy attacks.
Too slow.
That guy attacked Ambrosia while I was riding around. Alright, what? Man, I thought for certain I would find him on this bridge. Seems all there is here is a chest. Oh, so I guess the Dismal Dark might be. Or the Balmug Dark. He's got to be out here in Waloed. As far as you're aware of that, I didn't plan to have my chocobo attacked. How dare. How dare you accuse me of this heinous crime. How dare. The hesitation was not there.
That'll do, go.
Anyone chilling in here? There's some specters. Doesn't seem like a hunt. Oh no, that might be him. Oh no. Didn't trigger the hunt screen. This is just a random enemy. Ah! I hate that he moves fast like that. They do that thing Where they run through my, they run through my counter, and then I don't get to punch them. It makes me upset. Okay, so it wasn't here. Where could you be? He might be up. He might be here. He might just be in the big fields. Oh. That's probably him.
I needed that.
Yeah, that definitely looks, hunty. Yeah, we're gonna hit that guy as soon as this ad break is. As soon as this ad break ends, we're just gonna have ourselves a quick little snack. Grab ourselves a sip of the old Coca-Cola. It would make sense for that to be an S-rank hunt. Better not be talking smack. Listen, chap. Listen. I'm not here to talk smack on anybody. But since Potato brought it up, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just mentally preparing myself for what's probably the strongest hunt in the game. Besides that dragon we fought way earlier on. Probably the strongest hunt in the game. I never know when the ads will release me. I actually have a little countdown timer, Potato. I have a little countdown timer that tells me when the ads are done. Behemoth King, we found him. We found him. Only level 47.
Guard dogs.
Oh!
Let's try. You alright? Too slow.
Yeah, so that dragon, there's a dragon you can fight like way early on. And he's the only level 50-50 that I've fought. Bro, you gotta quit with that. You gotta quit with all those crazy abilities. Ooh, yanked him down right as he was using that frickin' 4 horseman attack. Ripley, what are you doing? What you scavenging for over there? Nothing by the trash can for you. Why are you licking your face now? What's that all about? Oh, I don't like this, I don't like this! I didn't like that attack. She was licking over near the trash can. She's like licking at the walls. I don't know if she like found a bug that she wants to eat. Ripley, what are you doing? Man, here's the thing. He's not as strong as that dragon was, but he's aggressive in a very different way. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this!
Nice try.
Whoa! Man, okay. I knew it was charging something. Just didn't know what it was. Didn't know what it was.
Nothing.
Man, how did that counter not land?
Nice try. That's better.
Bro, you need to calm down.
Help me, boy. To me, boy.
Yeah, that's in my opinion what's going to make this guy harder. Is that frickin' apocalypse attack he just did. Because I don't know how to survive that. I don't think I can dodge it.
Nice try.
I'm pretty sure the only way is to stagger him. Got him. On the ground. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, that should have landed the counter. Okay. I can definitely stagger him this time. Oh my gosh, do the attack! Okay, I can't stagger him.
Too slow.
Okay, I just had to dodge it. That's why I wasn't able to stagger him last time. It just won't let you stagger him once he's doing that attack. Makes a lot more sense now. But it did have a ring. It was a faint ring, but it was there, which meant I could get out of it. Man, he keeps sliding past my counter. Woo! Oh man, again? Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! And that's curtains on him. Hunter hunted, trophy earned. Another behemoth shackle and another orichalcum. Interesting that it gives me more.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
You did it, Torgal. You did it. Man, see if the little... You're going to bed? Have a good rest, Potato. Get good sleeps. Let us see what's going down with ol' Nectar. I mean, I got a trophy, so that's got to be all the hunts. It's got to be the last of them. What does he say if I ask about the hunt board? It's precisely what you see before you. Okay, so that's just an explanation. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Did I ever tell you about where I came from, Kupo? Oh, I'm from a forest, certainly, but which forest?
Which forest?
I can't tell you that. It's a
Then
secret,
what were you
Kupo.
going to tell me?
Nothing. I was just making sure I hadn't said anything I wasn't supposed to. You don't want to know, Kupo. Man, I guess let's go do Jill's side quest. Maybe something will unlock. Maybe this isn't Jill's side quest. I just can't think where I would get something. I don't think I'm missing... Yeah, everything I use is mastered. Just got all these extra points. Perhaps I have more side quests than I realize. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Priceless. Or maybe that quest I did wasn't... What if it's a Joshua side quest and then a Jill side quest?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right.
Yeah, I am worried about
Jill is
Jill.
different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing...
Oh man, we gonna take Jill on a date?
Down to the Pot Boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Okay, so I am going with Joshua. Oh, I'd never noticed that spot before. I don't think it existed. Here be Rosfields. Oh, I've touched everywhere on the map.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Hippocrates.
Someone at the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Oh, I figured it'd be Hippocrates. Man, I also might get something for the hideaway.
Let's hope
if I max out Hippocrates. That's somebody.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our...
Unless I have to complete freaking New Game Plus to get my last item there.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your
Frederica,
advice.
I need information.
Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. and where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
The Royal Meadows, where would those be?
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sembrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilafeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Oh man, Joshua out there talking to Yote. Yeah, I still haven't had like a closing Yote quest. Which there might not be one, and that'll make me sad.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Easy enough place to get to. But all these fields have been taken by the Blight.
Those things didn't fight like men.
I don't know if we're going to find what we're looking for here.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Oh, yeah. Got monsters to clear out.
Do you see them? I do. The flowers and our friends.
Alright, got the area cleared out.
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
An Olafist bull. Ooh. New enemies approach. Finish this.
Stay down. You're finished.
Man. I'm just trying to take my girl out on a date.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Do the hideaway. Josh was going to tell me to take her by myself.
The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Bill's up by my room. Damn. Where do I
Jill.
get the last two items?
There's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Doesn't even let her answer. Just like, come with me.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me.
Oh man, and the sky's cleared up just a little enough to make it look nice.
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying
Man,
and thought
7
a
hours
change
of side
of scenery
quests.
might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Oh.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Oh man. He's been in love with them since they were kids. Ah, Torgal, ultimate wingman.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night,
dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Oh man.
And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
An adventure.
That's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Oh, they're great. They're great together. I feel like FF9 was the last time we got a great...
I never was much good at
We got
garments,
a great couple that actually, you know,
but it'll have to do.
expressed that.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Oh, man. Good for them. Good for them. Thank you, Yoshi, for actually giving us a romance in the game. More than one, even.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Reduces Diamond Dust's cooldown by 7.5. Oh, wow. Shiva's Kiss. Snow Daisy Garland. Oh. Jill has joined Clive party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Yeah, there's nothing left. What am I missing?
Welcome back, Sid. Honestly, do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round...
I've bought everyone around before.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Man.
You look like you could do with a drink.
I feel like
Well,
this might do
someone's
something.
in a good mood. Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Holy crap. Just trying to type this. The Wall of Memories. And I'm gonna go talk to Hippocrates. Try not to spoil myself looking at this list.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Oh, I'm missing one.
The tomes?
Oh, I do get one for doing all those time trials. Oh man, if I go hunt down all those time trials, I get one. Man, I'm going to have to do that off stream, though. Because I have no clue how long that's going to take. The greatest gift. It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure. But somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me, the half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are my greatest gift. Aw, man. They're in love. Man, but I'm missing two. After the Winter's Mead. The medicine chest. Here's a mercy side quest for Tarya in the Hideaway. And then speak to her again later. Do I just need to talk to her? Yeah, because she's the only... I feel like I had a capper quest with her. That's kind of weird that she's the only one that doesn't just give it to me from her quest.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
That was it.
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much.
Go.
Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
There it is. That's everything done. Other than those chronoliths.
There's something about it.
Man, everybody's obsessed with that crystal. Now we can go look at our wall. Yep. Medicine chest. There's one last thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to save our game before heading to Origin. We're going to take a quick 2 to 3 minute break. Grab a snack, a drink, and a friend. Go to the bathroom. All the things. And then it's time. It's time to go on that final quest.